referring to the young man that Steve and I know. One of the best things that ever happened between us happened recently, where he just suddenly came to the realization that we're all broken.
Oh, yes.
We're all broken. And he just hadn't heard any of the things in my life that had happened. And it isn't about every time I preach, I put people on my couch and I unfold all the dirty things that I've struggled through. It's that they can hear in the tone, or they can know through the approach that you understand. Isn't understanding a great quality? I actually pray for that quality. I pray that I'll have the ability to enter into an experience, because I've not known addiction like this young man, and to take away all the blame from my voice.
Yes.
Take away every look that could convey, you should know better than, how old are you?
Yeah.
All that, king of the mountain stuff. If you can conquer that, you're halfway there.
But it takes that crushing.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And knowing that it's not all about you is a PhD. But the truth is, for it not to be about you, you've got to know about you. And that's where the humility, that's where having a wife that's right on top of you, that's where having children. So
Except for me.
It's this wonderful blend. For it to not be about me, I got to know enough about me so I can lay it at the cross and say, Lord, I need help here.
And the fact is, I'm going to go out on a limb with this one. Most folks don't know who they are.
I completely agree.
They do not know.
And
I love the way Jim Dobson put it years ago. We are not who we are. We are not who we think we are. We are who we think other people think we are.
Okay, say that again.
We are not who we are. We are not who we think we are. We are who we think other people think we are. And so, up goes the mask.
And that's what I think the crushing does. That's what I meant
It
by
tears away the
perspective.
mask.
It just drops it down.
It does.
And you're able to look at your Lord and say, okay, now, Steve, now are you going to take my hand? Are we going to go through?
Right.
Yes.
And that occurs because we always want to take it back. And so I believe all of us will go through multiple opportunities to be crushed. And Chuck, you've had a saying that, life is not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it.
Yes.
And I really think it's that response where God says, that's what I'm looking for. That's what, in the world is always focuses on the outcome. I don't really care what your process is. You can lie, cheat, steal, but just produce for me. Just it's outcome based. And God, as he does, he throws it upside down and says, look, I'm in charge of the outcomes. Show me your process. Just show me. Walk with me. And that's hard for most of us to switch because we're so outcome based. I got to be who you think I should be, Chuck. I should be that man that serves with Chuck Swindoll. And if I walked into the office every day having that, all the crushing God did in my life would be for naught. And that would be the real tragedy. That would be just that, the real tragedy. And so learning how to do that in the context of community, in the context of a church, in the context of a family, that is what I prayerfully get a privilege to step into.
Yeah.
I have an axiom that goes like this. You need to know who you are. You need to accept who you are. You need to be who you are.
I may use that.
It's in that process.
Yeah.
Start with the first one. Knowing who you are means you listen better than you speak. You learn better than you teach. You accept better than you correct or direct. You begin to learn, this is how I'm put together. These are my gifts. I'm weak in this area. So I need someone near me who's strong there. No one's strong in all areas. No one is strong in most areas.
Right.
We come across as strong. So you learn who you are. And then the big step is, I accept that. I don't
That's
really.
huge.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
I can't care whether you like it or don't.
Right.
I'm not going to fake it.
Right.
And by not faking, if that turns you off,
Right.
it's doubtful our chemistry is going to work.
Right.
But by my not faking it, I'm demonstrating, I don't like everything about me, but I accept how I'm put together.
Yeah.
Fearfully, wonderfully made. Psalm 139 in action. He made me in my mother's womb. I've been designed by God. All the rough edges are in the process of being smoothed.
Right.
And I'm learning to accept. And third, then, I need to be.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And people that date, and they're trying to win her over, and she says, "I love the symphony." Oh, I love the symphony too. Oh, I can't wait. So they go to the symphony, and he fights to stay awake, and they're going through and all through this courtship, she's thinking, "I'm gonna fall in love with this symphony-loving man," and then she marries him, and then that stops.
I hate the
I
symphony.
hate it. I'm gonna go fishing.
Right.
Right.
Or I'm hanging. You can go, but I'm going to sit through that long hair stuff. He never did like it.
Right.
So the problem with all this courtship thing is we don't let them know who we really are. So happens the young man we keep referring to has a young lady who's very interested in him. You know what he did? He spent the first few hours hiding the stuff, and he thought, how stupid is this?
That's exhausting.
It is exhausting. And he finally told her everything.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
She loves
She adores him because he's not a fake.
Yeah.
You need to know the truth.
Yeah.
I'm battling this.
Right.
I'm not through the battle. I've gone through months of failure. And I keep falling on my face. And she's thinking, there's a man alive that is that honest. Now, she wants him to recover, of course.
Yeah.
But he's not going to let her think he's anything other than who he is.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I salute that.